Mom, I want to go home. What's up guys, and welcome to my channel. I went grocery shopping today and it's Monday and it's already night time, but I am going to be so busy this week that I thought that I need to do some food prepping. I wouldn't call it meal prepping because I'm not going to prepare meals, but tonight my plan is to have vegetables cut up and kind of like everything organized and planned for the week. So when I make food, everything's going to be kind of like prepped. So I guess it's kind of like meal prepping. Is it? I don't know. And I am also making dinner. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's get started. I've always wanted to be the type of person that meal preps and has everything ready, but I feel like for me that's impossible because I don't know what I want to eat each day and I don't want to eat like the same thing every single day. So I think this type of prepping is better for me because I still can choose what I want to eat each day, but it's just made easier. Life made easier. Also, the kitchen is one big mess right now, so that needs to be fixed too. I love this table. It's like an extension for my kitchen. Also, the wood is literally the same as we have in our kitchen. That was by accident, but it's a happy accident. I bought radishes for the first time in like forever. I don't even remember what they taste like. So first up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut onions and bell peppers because that's what I use in every single food, and I also hate cutting onions. I have this package of 3 different types of bell peppers. I'm going to mix them. I'm hoping we can fill these 2 glass jars up with onions and bell peppers. So let's get our cutting board. I think 5 onions should be enough, but I'm going to start cutting the bell pepper first because I don't want to cry yet. I personally always make sure that they don't have any seeds in them because the seeds taste really like, I don't know, bad. I'm just going to cut these into cubes. That's what I usually would do for any food. I've been thinking a lot about how I can meal prep our food lately because I am so busy working that I often don't have time to make food. I saw a lot of people freeze their food and I kind of don't want to do that because I feel like the texture is not going to be the same if you freeze it, and I don't want soggy food. But if anybody knows any good tips for meal prepping, then please tell me. Just seems like a difficult thing to do, honestly. There we have our green bell pepper. Now I'm going for the red one. Red bell pepper is my favorite because it's like the sweetest. Apparently, like green bell pepper is the same as the red one, but it's just not as ripe as the red one. I mean, maybe it was stupid of me to think that these are different types of peppers, but practically if they'd let the green one grow, it would eventually become yellow and then red. And I'm done with the red one. I'm so not looking forward to cutting those onions. I feel like they're looking at me right now saying, "We're gonna ruin your life." And that is finally it for all the peppers, so I'm going to put them in the jars. The jars are already pretty much like halfway full. I don't know if I should just put the peppers in one and the onion in another. Actually, I think that's what I should have done. let me switch it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's better. And now for the part we were all waiting for. Onions, yay. They say that if you have wet paper towel on your cutting board, the onions shouldn't sting as much. Hopefully I won't die. Also, these onions, I don't know why, but these types of onions make you cry like a baby. I'm going to first cut them in half and get the skins out. Oh my god. Wow. That onion is on steroids. What I'm planning on making this week is the pasta today, and my boyfriend wanted meatballs, so I'm making him meatballs. And then I got some nachos to make oh my god, a nacho bowl. And I got my boyfriend some steak as well, so I'm going to make him steak with something one of these days. And for myself I got salmon Probably like salmon rice and veggies or something like that. I don't really know yet. Right now, I just want to get this done because I think this is the most daunting thing I have to do today. I haven't cried yet, which is pretty impressive, honestly. I'm going to have like this baby smoothie. I love them, but I can't open them, so I'm gonna call my boyfriend to come and open it for me. Better pick up. Let me try again. Sir, pick up. I'm gonna close the TV in our room from my phone. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to like put the volume up. Come open my smoothie. He probably thinks there's like a ghost or something. Pick up the phone, baby. I know you're home, baby. Please pick up. He's like putting down the volume of the TV, but he doesn't look at his phone. Ugh, he's gonna make me walk all the way there. Well, I'm sorry, people. I gotta go. I'll be back. Papi, llevo 1000 años intentando captar tu atención.
Un porter gay o algo, digo, tío, me pausan el vídeo de YouTube, me bajan y suben el volumen, ¿qué pasa? Pues yo iba a empezar, manifiéstate. Yo no sé cuánto apagar la luz.
He probably thinks there's like a ghost or something. I was right. The poor guy thought that there's a ghost in our house. Okay, I feel way better now. Thank you. I'm just quiet because I'm impressed that I'm not crying. Okay, there it goes. I am crying now. I'm gonna save 1/2 for the food that I'm making today. It's gonna be pretty tight. I got almost all of them in here. The ones that are left out, I'm gonna put in the food that I'm making. Ah, my eyes. I'm going to cut the last one off. Oh. Oh my god, the struggle is real. I'm not making an apology video right now. Why? Actually, I could. Guys, I know the things that I've said on the internet are horrible. I feel really bad. I'm okay, it's okay. Everybody calm down. So now we have our onions and bell peppers diced up. The next thing I'm gonna do is grate some carrots because I usually use that in pretty much every food, but it takes a time to grate them, so I would rather grate them now. Probably like 6 carrots at least. I'm definitely not doing this with 6 carrots. Yep, I think that's enough. The rest of the carrots I bought are going to go in here. I just see the fridge and I want to eat. Let me have a nice tea. I deserve this. I'm sorry I'm not very funny and energetic today, but I'm just so tired. I kind of just want to get this done. I also bought a bunch of apples. I know they don't need to go in the fridge. They're going in the fridge because I say so. There's one that doesn't fit in there, so that will be dessert today. I bought some containers today, but I need to check if they can be freezed. Yes, they can. I also bought spinach, but spinach goes bad so quickly, at least in my experience, that usually I always freeze it, and that's what I'm gonna do. And this spinach does come pre-washed. I don't know how well they wash them, but I don't really care because it's going in the freezer, so if there's anything here, it's gonna be dead. That's so gross. Cut that out. So here is the spinach. I'm going to close this up and this will be going in the freezer. Just going to put it here for now because I think there's more things that are going in the freezer, or maybe not, I don't know. And this part is going in our food today, so I'm going to cut it up and put it in a bowl. I'm going to put the tomatoes in here that I bought today. There's 4 left over. I'm just gonna put them in the same one as the carrots. I also got blueberries that I need to wash and put in a container, but it's also getting pretty late, so I'm gonna stop up with dinner as well in the meantime. Also, look at this. Yeah, doesn't look too good, does it? Like I said, my boyfriend wanted meatballs, and I know someone's gonna come at me real hard for this, but I put the meatballs in the oven because I don't eat meat myself. So I just found the quickest and easiest way to make them is to put them on a baking tray and in the oven and just let them make themselves. And he likes them, so good enough for me. I'm going to start preheating the oven. And here we have the meatballs. I'm going to make all of them and save some in the fridge for later. I'm guessing the right way to do them would be to sear them on a pan and then put them in the oven, but that's just too much work. That's too much work for me. But what I will be making for the both of us is some oven pasta. For that I'll need a oven tray. I'm going to be using this one. It's the biggest one we have, but I know that my boyfriend loves this food, so he can eat it tomorrow as well. And I am first going to start with the sauce. I don't know why, because I feel like it. Also, I'm not going to let the pasta be in the water for a long time because it's going in the oven. So just makes sense to start with the sauce first. First, I'm gonna add some olive oil into this pot, pan, whatever you would call this. And I'm going to put it up to like 6. Everybody's thing is different, so I don't really know. That's like medium high, I guess. Also today I'm going to use diced tomatoes. Usually I would just use this, which is like puree, but I just felt fancy, so that's why we're using diced tomatoes today. And I also have to dice up some garlic, I forgot. I don't know if what I'm making is an actual food or if it's something that I just invented out of nowhere. And the oven is preheated. I'm going to put the meatballs in there. Wow, that's hot. God damn. God damn, that was hot. I could also pre-dice some garlic, but honestly I'm way too lazy to do that. So this is just something that I'll have to deal with. Garlic goes in, it's not sizzling yet, so it's not hot enough. It's not hot enough. But because I'm impatient, I'm also going to put the onion and carrot in. And this pasta is not going to have any protein in it because my boyfriend has the meatballs and I don't really feel like putting anything in there. So I'm just going to have it like so. And now in the meantime, I need to figure out this. What? I don't know where the top of this is. Just gonna put it in like this until I find the top. I need to do the dishes. Dishes are done. We've gotten this far, so I'm going to pre-cut the radish as well. The radish is most likely going to go in a salad or something like that that I make. So the color is really pretty. I should learn to do like pickled radish. That's a thing, right? Pickled radish. I think I've heard that before. I need to learn how to make that. That's it for the radish. And these are going in the fridge as well. Okay, back to making food. No, I was supposed to clean. That's what I was supposed to do. Whoops. There was this one time that a bug flew into my can, and since then I just have like trust issues with these cans. So I'm going to put this in a glass just in case someone wants to fly in my drink so I can see them. Oh my god, I just found the cutest little garlic clove. Oh my god, look at that. Wait, can you see that? Hello. How small is that? That is adorable. These 2 carrots are from the last batch of carrots that I bought, and I think that they're going to go bad soon. So I'm going to freeze them for like a soup or something like that, because if not, I'll have to throw them away. I'm just gonna put them in one of these containers. And the veggies still look like they need a little bit of time. This is one of my favorite like seasoning mixes that I found. It's for pasta. It has pepper, oregano, garlic, onion, black pepper, and basil, and it's pretty good for pasta. So, well, obviously it's good for pasta. It's called pasta. Usually I have it here. The rest of this I'll be using in the pasta today. I'm just gonna throw it in already, and I'm going to fill this up with the new one. This looks like this is gonna be spicy, so I don't know if this is the same one. It doesn't look like the same one that I got last time, so this might not be the one that I liked previously. The veg is getting soft, so I'm going to add in the spinach. And the meatballs are looking pretty juicy, but they don't look brown yet. So I'm just going to leave them in there in like lower heat for a moment. While that's cooking, I'm going to wash the blueberries and I'm gonna put them in here. I know it doesn't look as pretty when there's like paper towel at the bottom, but honestly no one else is going to look at our fridge if it's not me and my boyfriend. So it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, I like things to be pretty and organized, so it matters to me. But I would rather have fresh veg than have them like rotting in the fridge, if that makes any sense. The meatballs are starting to look pretty done, but I just don't trust myself, so I'm gonna leave them there. I could be doing the pasta at the same time right now, but before this kitchen was a disaster. Like, it was a disaster. The walls were coming off and everything. And back then, if I used like 2 stove tops, or if I used like the microwave and the stove, the lights would go out. So I'm so used to not using 2 stove tops that I just still don't do it, even though now nothing should happen, but I just think that something's gonna happen, so I just rather not do it. I also made my own vegetable stock last week, and it's in the freezer, so I'm going to take one of the ice cubes of my own vegetable stock out and put it in here. I don't think it's going to make much difference, but because I made them, I just feel like I need to use them. And I'm going to add a bunch of salt. And because I'm making a big batch, I'm going to use the whole can of the tomatoes. I think I stopped recording at some point, but I got the meatballs out. I put them in a tray because I'm stupid. And now there's liquid everywhere. I always have to do something that just makes my life way more difficult. I'm going to add the canned tomatoes in and just mash them. The key to using canned tomatoes, even though I never use them, so yeah, you should definitely take advice from me, but is to put a little bit of sugar in there. I mean, it takes out like some of the tanginess of the tomato. So adding a bit of sugar with the other spices as well is a good tip. Now I'm going to take out a pot for my macaroons and start heating the water for them. And you need to add salt. They say that it should taste like seawater, like as salty as seawater, and that's how you make a good pasta. I feel like a lot of the times I just record myself doing stuff, because if I didn't record myself, like if you guys weren't watching me do this, I would probably not be doing this, you know? Because I feel like I'm just like doing something useful. I mean, I don't know if it's useful to be watching this video, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something useful if I'm recording it, so lying to myself. Is my microphone even on? Oh my god, it's already 12 at night. I've been here for like 3 hours. My boyfriend is probably asleep. I don't know why I would call this a baked pasta, because I'm not baking the pasta. I'm pretty much just putting it in the oven to melt some cheese on top of it. But this is definitely like one of our go-to dinners. My boyfriend needs to wake up in like 3 hours to go to work. Hopefully this food will be done pretty quickly. The pasta is pretty much halfway done, so I'm going to start adding it in the sauce because I don't want it to be fully done. If not, it's going to be very soggy, so. I'm adding a bunch of olive oil in the leftover pasta so that it doesn't get stuck together when I put it in the fridge. And this is pretty much done. This is just making pasta with extra steps at this point. I am going to take this, put my pasta in there, and now I have some mozzarella here. So I'm going to top this with a bunch of mozzarella. And when I say a bunch, I mean a bunch. There's literally nothing left in the bag. The leftover meatballs are here, so these are going in the fridge. They do need to cool down a little bit, so I'm just gonna leave them out here. I'm still gonna close it though. A little controversial, but because I don't want to enter the kitchen after this in like a good day at least. So I'm gonna leave this here so my boyfriend knows to put it in the fridge. The oven is so hot, I might as well just put the pasta in there. I also wanted to cut mango for dessert. I guess I'll do that too. But oh my god, how many knives am I gonna use today? And is this mango even ripe? Finally, 100 years later, dinner is done. My boyfriend always likes a little bit of extra tomato sauce. I'm gonna put some on his. We have a lot left over. I feel like we're going to be eating this for the rest of the week. I am going to leave this video here. I hope you liked watching me prep for the week and make dinner. If you have any meal prep advice, please put them down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!